Okay, that's it for this episode. Are you wondering in your heart if he will come back? Roughly when? And what he thinks of you now and what he wants to say? We have 3 options on our desktop. 是啦 First group, second group, third group. Calm down and choose a set of cards that resonates with you, because the general analysis may not fully correspond to everyone's actual situation. So please everyone go give and take from yourself. Just the content information of the relevant part. If you feel that this interpretation does not match your situation, or if you have your own issues, if you need to look deeper, you can draw a card for personal action and re-raise the question. Let's start with the first group of God friends we've chosen. For those who chose the first group, it's more obvious from the overall table. I can tell you, can the decisive answer not come back? The answer is yes. Then you need to find the courage again. Your relationship has involved multiple parties in the past. He did indeed make mistakes there. Most of them have a third party with means not to be underestimated around them. In the past, he was floating in multi-party relationships, compared with each other. Some even exist to manipulate and suppress the value of girls. You guys are twin flames reunited in this life. So inevitably, we will go through these crises. Girls used to wake up earlier than boys. The one who recognizes the other soul. That girl has always been expecting the guy to awaken, to recognize that special him, to become a better person for him. What does he want to say to you right now? Let's take a look. Possibly like all twins flame journey must go through. The boy is experiencing or is going through the tower moment in life. It's more about seeing their career workplace already, or in the near future. There might be a game. It's a bloody situation. They may already be awake, knowing who is the most important person in their life and what to exchange for what. Some of them have already made it clear that you are his true love, and they have made a decision to come back for cultivation this time. No matter how many obstacles you put in their way, they will persist until you agree to give them another chance. As
Among us 3, return.
The fastest might mean a sudden return within a month, or receiving some messages and hints from him. Alright, let's see some of the things he wants to say to you in the form of low latency.
Go tell.
I may have tried to argue with you, sticking to my own opinions, insisting on my own set of ideas. I easily believe in those who please me. I have never met someone like you. Indeed, in the past, others have used routines on me, which made me no longer believe in human nature. So I learned to use routines on others, arranging and manipulating to ensure his own safety. If such behavior hurts you, you don't know that actually I am hurt. At the same time, the damage I suffered is deeper than yours. I can never erase you from my memory. You might want to know how I was heartbroken on the night you left. Crying alone. In the deepest part of my heart, your and my spiritual levels have already been deeply imprinted. I have always vaguely felt that we have already... I never discovering the order of my life. I will also suddenly come back and give you a surprise. Please believe me, no matter what, I still love you. Wow, this is the overall analysis given to our first group. The content we interpret is partly related to you. You can refer to other options, or if you have a problem that you need to delve into, then you can also bring your questions to each chapter for a reanalysis. Next, let's look at the second group. Friends who chose the second group. When looking at the cards, he indeed can say he will come back. It will make a firm choice after the levels. Then your relationship also has external interference. There will be a more chaotic state. In this state, we can see 2 situations. The first one is that one of us is in a marriage. The second situation is when there's a workplace romance on one side. It does not rule out the interference and intervention from the outside. which comes from their career and workplace. The girl and the boy in the past, the relationship is more like friends but not quite lovers. Or it is the characteristic that emotions are influenced by surrounding friends. No matter what the situation, boys have the trait of hesitating to make commitments and promote relationships. The girl in this relationship is seriously consumed. I may often resort to work, or even drown my sorrows in drink to comfort my wounded heart. What did he want to say to you at that moment, and what were his thoughts? No matter the situation, after the separation, he had deep doubts, regrets and serious layers. He has already ordered a resolution. I am ready to make a promise, even if it's the first kind. Being in a marriage, needless to say, he is also deciding to leave the original relationship to come to you, but his current life situation is not obvious. Its business is also at a bottleneck where it is stagnant. Influenced by the macro environment, he cannot move towards his predetermined goals. On the contrary, he may also show unusual behavior. Let's look at what he wants to say to you in the first person. Struggling alone and struggling. Actually, I know I've messed everything up. I let you go because I love you. I don't want to drag you down. I admit that no one has ever touched my heart as deeply as you have. You don't know how much I don't want to lose you. Our breakup isn't because you're not good enough. Please don't. Because you don't know how much I want to take on the role of taking care of you. Only that I was powerless. My current state is still not good. I have too many tricky things in my life that need to be resolved one by one. But I still have no regrets. I love you. I cherish your favorite appearance. You are the motivation for my efforts. Perhaps I still can't give you your best, but I'm willing to give you my best. I have made up my mind about everything. Sort out the current affairs as soon as possible, and then rush to find you. You are the one I want to marry and take home. The universe tells you that starting from now, in about 6 months on a special day, it may come to you. Okay, this one is our answer to the second group as a whole. If there are other questions, you can draw additional cards separately for answers. Let's look at the third group next. For those who choose the first layer group, from the tabletop, the broken one may not recover for a while. There are two situations among you. The first situation is that this relationship had a very strong nature in the past. The second scenario is that these two relationships had a strong sexual attraction with a third party in the past. No matter what the situation, this relationship has shown unhealthy traits in the past, with the boy often ignoring the girl's feelings, ignoring the basic principles for ordinary wealth, immaturity to the point where all negative emotions in girls are stimulated. The meeting has control, obsession, self-limitation, victim mentality, and the grudge of being forced to sacrifice, but only lack of love nourishment. So his current thoughts about you and what he wants to say, no matter what situation you are in right now, that the boy is still that independent person. Most of them hope for the future, mysteriously confident that he can still find better people. So his current state towards his career is rather lax, harboring talent. So about love, he also holds a negative and pessimistic attitude due to his disappointments and ambitions as a young man. He does feel a deep heartache when he thinks of the girl, but he is also stubbornly hiding himself. When love has become the past, let it go with the wind, no need to insist. So what he wants to say to you, we will describe it to everyone in the first person. I know you think I'm full of problems and old wounds. Perhaps then just give up treatment. I don't need to face the black hole in my heart alone. I pushed you away when life was like a raging storm. I'm used to facing it alone or facing it by myself. I've never told you how deeply grateful I am for you appearing in my life. Sometimes I also reminisce. Our past, happy times, there are some sourness, but I'm sorry I fooled you. I know I'm going to disappoint you deeply. Maybe I'm really possibly wrong no matter what I do. I can't figure out myself. I can't figure out how to face you. Maybe I should take a look at the voice in my heart. To heal my own heart knot, I am sorry for all my shortcomings. Well, this is the overall answer to our third group. At this point, our first 3 groups have already analyzed it. Thank you very much for everyone to see at the end. See you next time.